Good morning everyone, welcome to the 4th of July. I'm pretty excited today. There is a lot planned both the morning and the evening. So first things first, this morning I'm at Protective Film Solutions. I'm here with the i3, although I'm not going to be riding in this car. There's a 70-mile Saturday cruise going on. Lots of exotics around. Let's go check out more. I also need to find a seat in one. So I'm not sure what I'm going to ride in. I'm going to go find something. I love the new R8 body style, especially on these wheels. Racing vehicle. Yeah, buddy. Inside Protective Film Solutions, they have some very special cars as normal. Last time I was here, they had an entire hypercar lineup. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's in one of my last videos. But for today, they have the brand new McLaren 720S. Let's take a closer look in depth at this thing and look over some more details on really what's new with this car. So the McLaren 720S is their new replacement for the 650. The 650 is a very good car by McLaren, although it was still very new. It was a time where McLaren was new to the car industry, and their quality control really wasn't up to par, as you could say. But the new 720S, it is totally redone, basically from the ground up. They use an entirely new engine. It is a 4-liter V8 twin-turbo now instead of a 3.8. And the entire chassis is a completely different carbon monocoque. So what's interesting about the 720S and the 650 is both originally had a carbon fiber monocoque chassis, which means the entire thing is just like a shell of carbon fiber that the engine and the rest of the pieces are mounted to. And this new shell for the 720 is way lighter, way stronger, and a lot smaller too. So it makes getting in and out of the doors very easy compared to the old 650S. It is a little bit of a controversial car, especially from the aesthetic department. So check out the front. What do you guys think of the headlights? The headlights are one of the most unique features of the car. You could tell, obviously there's no headlight cover. It's just kind of see-through. It has this bar here that you could reach in and move around. So the reason why McLaren did that is for aerodynamics. It acts as an intake, which is really cool. That's a new trend that I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of in the exotic industry. Something really interesting that was pointed out to me earlier about the 720S's looks is check out this side panel right here. Normally on a lot of newer exotics, the Aventador specifically, there is a massive side intake vent right there. That's kind of been a huge trend. But on the 720S, they don't have that. It's perfectly smooth, and they've decided to hide the intake inside the door there. So that's very cool. That's McLaren setting trends right there. That's a totally new thing. Coming around the car here, you could see this little intake kind of underneath the door there. Chances are that goes right into the intercoolers there. Probably cools the rear brakes or something. But it just goes to show this car has so much trick aero between that intake and the primary intake on the inside of the door there. Such a clever car. This is pretty cool. Check out the front tire. You could see it directly through the door body there. So that's just hollow in a sense. And chances are, presumably, that's a similar design to the Lamborghini Centenario, where this smooshes air, it compresses it against the body and makes it smoother for outside air to then hit. Really interesting stuff. Coming around the back of the 720, you could definitely tell this is a completely unique McLaren car. It has the dual exhaust up top, just like the 675 LT, but you could tell they've changed some things through there. So this car is definitely faster than the LT. It's a little bit lighter, and to think that it can be lighter and faster than the LT is nuts. That car is like borderline hypercar already. So McLaren decided to use a 4-liter V8 twin-turbo in this car rather than go with their traditional 3.8-liter V8. So it's still that same engine block, but bored out to 4-liter to make a little bit more power for the 720 and their future cars. So from being on the inside of the 720, immediately I love how airy the cabin is. There is glass everywhere. The windshield is nice and large. You have the glass door or the glass roof panel right there, and behind, that's all glass. Very nice touch. There are no blind spots in this thing, which is something you usually get in this kind of car. So coming from the inside of the 720S, this is a very, very special car indeed. I definitely feel a lot better than the 650S. It already feels so much more developed. Everything, all the accenting here, really well done, McLaren. An interesting fact about this car, they actually have an Easter egg loud start mode. So if I do some trickery with the settings before I start the car, it'll start with a loud rev and a pop. So let's see if we can get that going. All right, so I go into active. I turn everything into race mode, and then that should do it. So let's give that a try. So I can't quite figure out the loud start mode on my own, so I've trusted the help of Jalopnik. I'm watching their YouTube video on how to properly start this thing. Give me about 30 seconds and I'll be able to start. This is funny watching them start an orange 720, and here's an orange 720.
You need to see the cluster showing the full reps. You go to active to make sure that all the panels are correct.
Okay, active. There we go. After about 5 failed attempts to get this thing into the loud start mode, we finally figured it out. So thank you, Jalopnik YouTube page. You guys came in clutch. So it was awesome checking out the new 720S, and of course seeing the Lamborghini Reventon never gets old. But anyway, I need to go find a ride still for this morning. I'm very excited. I don't know what I'm going to end up in, but let's go outside, find out. All right, I found my ride. Hopping in with John. All right, this is going to be very interesting. I found my way in a Camaro. What is this, a ZL1?
1LE.
1LE. Okay, so I've never been in a Camaro, new muscle car. I'm open to it. But we have all the rally participants lining up right now. There's a Lamborghini Gallardo. Some really nice Porsches right in front of us. It's going to be a great, great drive. This is how you properly capture a rally. You just got to drive all the way to the front. Hey, that's very nice. GTSR.
Oh, that's what's his name?
The younger guy, Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. We're going.
And there's a leaper right behind him. He's waiting for.
Yeah, I chased him. There's the loft.
Was it wait?
Start stop on the Laferrari. So funny enough, this route actually goes right through my own city and right by my neighborhood. So this is pretty cool seeing a Laferrari right where I live. Easily the coolest car I've ever seen where I live. All right, so this is it. This is the Laferrari, Ferrari's biggest hypercar, and it's really cool that one randomly joined us today. So the color, it's not typical Ferrari red. It's got a little bit more of a Rosso, like Scuderia finish to it, where it's metallic. It could be like F1 2007 maybe, for those who know the Ferrari colors. But I love the steering wheel on this car. It's a square, which is really progressive, and when you're drifting or when you're driving hard, you can really feel the edges a lot more. I love the single-piece seats as well. All the seats on the Laferrari are configured to the driver, and the seat doesn't move at all. Rather, the pedal box down there moves, as well as the steering column has extended range, so you can really customize the car around the driving position. There's so much carbon in this thing. You're literally sitting in a carbon cockpit. The side sill all the way through the middle there, and the entire back is just all carbon fiber. It's such a cool, like, spaceship, V12 Ferrari spaceship. Okay, so I think that's gonna do it for today's 4th of July cruise. It was definitely a lot of fun. Going in the Camaro was a brand new experience, and seeing the random Laferrari that joined us, very cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.